I am building the most maxed out gaming PC I have ever made. But we're not talking about getting them from Amazon or even Best Buy. We are going straight to Microcenter, the king of PC parts. And I've got to hunt down 9 insane components to pull this off, starting with a processor. And boys, we are starting off hot and heavy because we are going to be going with the AMD Ryzen 9 9950X3D.
Hooray!
Literally the best CPU out on the market, but for multiple reasons. A, it's going to game well, but B, AMD clocked this bad boy up so you can use it for multitasking plus other things. Now you can look at the AMD 9800X3D if you solely wanted the gaming experience, but your boy's turning into an unk. So we need both of them. So for $660, don't worry, it was on $40 sale. We're gonna be adding this thing to the cart.
Now, shopping for all these PC parts is only step one, boys, because we still need to build it out and of course, stress test and compare it to other gaming PCs on the internet and finally see how well this computer actually games.
But of course, what kind of motherboard can we pair with the 9950X3D? We have the Gigabyte X870E Aorus Elite Wi-Fi 7 ICE. And if I didn't give it away right then and there, we are gonna be building a full white PC in this build. But of course, this is gonna handle all our DDR5 RAM. This is gonna handle all our AMD processing power that we need. And of course, it's got that RGB and it just looks beautiful. So guys, for $334, we're adding that thing to the cart. Now, what is going to be powering this full build? Well, when I said it's gonna be maxed out, I wasn't kidding. So we are gonna need a 1200 watt Li & Li power supply, but it's got like this nice little leg thing, like easier for that thing, what do we call it? Cable management. And for 190 bucks, that is actually not bad. So Li & Li, thank you so much. We're gonna be adding you to the cart. But can we talk about the state or the environment of DDR5 RAM in today's age?
And if any of you have not been keeping up in the news, they have gone up by about 400 to 500% due to AI companies.
Why is this RAM $954 for 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM? This is what I call highway robbery. But I love me a good Corsair Dominator Titan RGB RAM. 6600 speed on this bad boy, RGB, I mean the whole shebang. Obviously this is gonna be in white, but for $954, we're adding this onto the cart. But of course, what kind of PC builder would I be if I didn't care about keeping my system nice and cool? So that's where Sudoku reached out to me and they said, hey, Samson, we wanna see you build a maxed out gaming PC because our CPU cooler can handle whatever you throw at it. So that's where we have the Sudoku SK700V. So this is gonna be interesting because I have been building with AIO coolers for the last several years. This one's gonna be fan-based. But guys, when we talk about the build quality, the performance, and the price, because for $89, that is insane. Most AIOs are gonna run you $150 to $350. Gamers Nexus rated the SK700V as the
Best overall to the Sudoku SK700 series.
It's even got like a little LCD screen on the front. It's showing you all the load capacity. It's showing the CPU temperature, the wattage pool, I mean, everything. So guys, for 89 bucks, this might be the least expensive thing that I buy today. We're gonna be adding the Sudoku CPU cooler, not to the cart, because I already got it. But again, as we get all our PC components, what are we going to build it in? That's where we have the Trix. It's so nice, you gotta say it twice. The Trix Luca L70 tempered glass ATX build. So I've been seeing a lot of things on this. So the power supply box right here is actually compatible. You can put it on the bottom, you can put it on the top, so it's a little bit modular. They then made the PC case much skinnier. So it takes up something like 15 to 20% less desk space than your normal fish tank PCs. For $249, we're gonna be adding the Trix PC case to the cart. But again, we need enough storage to handle all my League of Legends games and the 32 memes that I tend to send people over TikTok. So that's where the Samsung 9100 Pro 2 terabyte is coming into play. Of course, read speeds up to 14,000 megabits per second, write speeds over 13,000. So for $254, we're gonna be adding this bad boy to the cart.
But the moment of truth has come. Samson, what GPU are you getting?
Well, I said it was maxed out. So if I bought anything except the Asus ROG GeForce RTX 5090 Astral in white, If I did not get that, this whole thing would be a bust. I actually have never gotten an Astral graphics card, but the looks on this thing is absolutely phenomenal. I'm sitting here looking at it saying, I paid $2,000 for my Founders Edition 5090 just to sit over here. Why am I paying $3,400 for this? Am I going to see that much of a difference between the Founders Edition and Overclock Edition? Well, probably not. But this is the best graphics card that they have. The Astral one is a beauty, and of course, we gotta max this bad boy out. So we're adding this one to the card. Now to finish up our build, we just need a bunch of intake, outtake fans, some singlers to go into this build, and we're gonna be doing that with the Lee & Lee Uni fans wireless, because we gotta make sure this thing is looking purdy. And boys, that is the fastest gaming PC I have ever spec'd out. But now the fun comes, because we have to go to the cart and see how much. $6,336? Hear me out, guys. I just don't pay Quinn or Joel for a couple weeks. No, not only is this the fastest gaming PC I've ever built, it is by far the most expensive gaming PC that I have ever built. But boys, now that we know the damage and we got all the items added to the cart, it's time to check out, get these items sent over, build out the PC, and then put this thing through some stress tests that I know that I will never forget as the credit card starts hitting. So let's go.
Now that we're on to phase 2 of the plan, let's just hope I don't break anything in the building process, boys.
If you could picture crippling credit card debt, this would probably be it.
But hey, at least League of Legends is gonna run well.
Now, if you guys ever watched any of my other YouTube videos, I'm gonna make building a PC look simple. Okay, no errors, no issues, and it will turn on the very first time I hit the power button. So, grab your motherboard, let's get to building. This is the first ever AMD build that I have built for personal gaming.
Now, as icy as the motherboard is, it's nothing without its processor.
First product up is your Ryzen 9 950 X3D. It is the #1 processor out on the market when you're looking for something that's hybrid for multitasking gaming. I mean the whole shebang. But honestly, this is like my favorite part of the build because you get to stick the RAM in here. Now breathe out. Just a little word from the wise, when you're installing RAM, put it in slots 2 and 4. That's what the professionals say, so I'm just following it. And just like that, we have our motherboard, our processor, and our RAM already installed.
But with a build this powerful, we're gonna need something to cool it all down with.
But like I was saying, a huge shout out to Sudoku for sponsoring this video to see how crazy we can make this gaming PC build. I think they got us covered. And thankfully, this processor is specifically made for AM5 sockets, which is exactly this 9900X 3D processor. So this is gonna be beautiful.
And this is one part I'm not cutting corners on. This PC is about to get pushed hard with the benchmark test, stress test, and the whole deal. So cooling is actually gonna matter here. The SK700V uses a high efficiency heat pipe design with quiet airflow to keep temps under control when things get spicy.
Now we can drop the single fan.
And considering I'm not exactly the best at cleaning my PCs, that extra thermal headroom is going to be doing a lot of work. But now that we got that thing installed, let's finish the rest of the build.
Get this bad boy installed, dude. People are gonna be watching this video is like, dude, what is this guy doing? All right.
Now that our motherboard has everything it needs, we can tuck her away into this beautiful PC case.
Talked about using a power drill. Why are you hand cranking them? Sometimes I just want to feel a little more accomplished in life, okay? Look at this little tiny guy. Actually pretty average, if you ask me.
And fellas, this PC is already looking crispy, but now the real fun begins. Because we still have plenty of fans that will give us better airflow and extra FPS from RGB, am I right?
Now, the cool thing with fans nowadays, all you have to do is connect them together and it transfers power from one fan to the next. You just piece these things together, like so, slide up, attach them, boom. Look at that! Now, before we get to the power supply and all the cords, it is the moment everyone has been waiting for. ROG Astral White 5090. This is what $3,400 in a box looks like, boys. Oh. They literally include a ring in with this GPU. I mean, this thing looks like I would get from winning a Super Bowl. Oh my gosh, dude. Look at that. I don't know if you can see how thick this thing is. This is my white overclocked Astral 5090. This is the Founders Edition 5090 from NVIDIA. That was much better than the last one, let's be honest. But I have to say the most underrated thing in this entire build is this GPU sag bracket right here that came with the case, because when you have a GPU this big, that thing just gonna be sagging all over the place. What? Unfortunately, from here on out, we just have the power supply, gotta plug in all the cables and then do, what is that called? Cable management?
And just like that, fellas, our build is complete. But the real question is, will this PC actually turn on?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It is a completely new day. We're gonna get this thing plugged in and see if it turns on. And dare I say it, Quinn, on the very first time.
I don't believe you.
You don't have a mic. I don't even know if they can hear you.
I'm disagreeing.
After this turns on for the first time, you owe me an apology.
Why is it so loud?
Now that we finally finished the build, it's time to take this PC over to the gaming house, put it through a stress test, see what kind of score we get, and then put it through some real world application games to see how well it holds up. You ready?
Yeah.
It's probably not the best way to turn it off, but.
This is ridiculous.
Priorities. All right, now that we got the PC installed here in the gaming house and we got all our peripherals connected, we're gonna be downloading Mastercraft app, which is for our Sudoku CPU cooler. Why? Because that's what's gonna give us access to the LED screen right here. And it's gonna show us the temperatures and everything like that on the CPU as we put it through the stress test. See if we can blow this bad boy up, you know what I'm saying?
What?
What?
And now that we can see our computer stats, it's time to stress this PC out, fellas.
All right, boys. If it blows up, it blows up. Here we go. Yeah, look at that CPU usage just absolutely skyrocket to like 40%. That's not bad. You know, CPU temperatures, you're reading right there about 65 degrees Celsius. Oh my gosh, we jumped to 100. Our fan just started up on our graphics card because things are starting to heat up. Paid no attention to the cable management.
But after 5 to 10 minutes of stress test, how well did our PC do?
We have our Nova Bench score right here at 12,369. So the two biggest ones that we wanted to see is our CPU score, 5,036 CPU score, and the GPU score is 5,933. The best GPU that you can get on average is a 5,724 score, which is RTX 5090. So ours outpaced that by almost 200. Our CPU score came in at 5,036, but we were like right in the low 5,000s, just under the Threadrippers, which to be honest, those things are thousands of dollars for the CPUs. And this one is gonna have a better gaming performance. These are gonna be better for multitasking. So overall, we have a top 1 GPU and a top 3 CPU. I'm happy.
But enough nerd talk, fellas. We know why you're really here. It's time to see how well this thing actually games.
We are talking Battlefield 6 to the maxes, how much FPS we can get. Because a lot of your guys' comments keep saying, oh, Marvel Rivals can be run on a potato. You're not wrong. So that's why we're going Battlefield 6. Let's see what kind of FPS we can get. So guys, remember, even though your monitor can go up to that fast, you still have to come into display settings, advanced display, and then crank this bad boy up. So why is it so small? So it's saying my GPU can get me up to 329 FPS right there, but my limiting factor is my CPU, which has us right there at about 211 FPS. Is
That won't help you aim better.
I mean, just look how clean this is. Now let's see if I can get a sniper shot. Crazy. Because you can't just shoot at them. Like, it takes time for the bullet to get there. It has bullet drop.
It's like realistic and not
Yeah, it's
easy.
stupid. Like, all right, boys, now that we got in performance mode, CPU FPS at 767. And then GPU is at 376. I mean, the one next step that I would need to test this on is a 4K gaming monitor, but overall, this is gonna do everything you need, plus that 9950 X3D if you're editing, if you're working. Like, I think the only thing that we could do is bumping up the RAM from 64 gigs to 128, but then you get some instability issues. So overall, I gotta give this PC a 10 out of 10 because it's by far the best and the fastest PC that I have ever had. But you guys have seen this the entire time, and if you got any questions what I'm sitting in right now, we did post the world's most immersive gaming setup right here, so make sure to go check that out to see how all this turned out. But other than that, I'll see you guys on the next video.
Where you going?
Not sure yet.